Hello everyone, Mrs. Gigi here. Let me see. I need to log in and see all chat and everything. It's Wednesday and I am back doing the I would say the first live for March, and this is what we are going to look into. I know that my friend Create with Becca has a new collage challenge for this month, and yes, we are going to work with that combined with the actual journal. So, I said there will be a lot of fabric and things, and yes, there will be. Um, so, we will look further into that first. This will be covered. Um, I was at one point thinking that I would do, all kinds of things. There will be collage thing going on this cover with the help of everything that my friend Create with Becca has in her challenge. So she has released a calendar uh, on her YouTube, I think it is, on the community tab with words. So we are about to combine fabric, paper, whatever type of thing to be able to collage on this cover. So as far as I can see, there will be, let's see, we'll have to look into it, of course. There are 5 things that we're going to work with today. Book, flower, bird, cup, and music. And I will collage it on here. And thinking book, you can of course do all kinds of things. So let's see. I am also in this trying to combine all kinds of scraps and things, so that will be a challenge in itself. I have this little container with scraps, so let's look into those. And book, flower, bird, cup, and music. Let's see which one to use first. And I would say, what about creating a bird from in this fabric? So that will be I would do like a simple one. Something like that. I will use a proper pen, a fabric pen. Wondering, of course, where do I have it? Let's see. Somewhere along the line of my pencil case. Seriously. I can see it. It's here. I need to use it though. There. So there will be this bird. Something like that. And let's see how we will be able to use this. So there will be some sort of something with a little wing and a pair of legs might be nice to be able to use. We go on the back side of this. Just literally nothing special, just a really simple version of legs. And because this will be ongoing for the whole month, we kind of never know, I would say, about the end result. Let's see, going like that. Maybe do a little bit like that. So we have the legs for the bird there. And I'm actually just going to use the scrap bit here, the legs, the beak maybe. There will be a triangular beak. Like that. The legs. And then of course we have the flower. And what are we aiming for? We have a bird down here, I would say. I will literally glue this on somewhere down here. And the flower, let's see, are we going with proper petals or really, you know, just going like this maybe? Different sizes might be one thing. We'll do 3 petals with this purple. This is pink. Who am I? So they will be cut out. And then of course we're gonna need to have a fabric to sew these on. We have one petal, the other one here. So in this case the cover of this journal will grow with the month. Grow in a sense that I will add all different kinds of collage bits onto here throughout the month. And we will definitely have to look into one piece of fabric to have as a base. Let's see. I'm not too sure if I want to save these bits and pieces that we have. These ones. Yeah, might be that we save them. I'm not too sure. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then four, you know, 4 more because we have this fabric. So there will be 4 more, and in that case, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these will be sewn on, or I would go with glued on now and sewed on later on, because I know with time and things. So there will be a growing collage type thing on the cover. And then I'm not too sure if I want to add paper pieces or fabric pieces inside the journal to go with each day. You know, do both. Yet again, these bits and pieces, I haven't decided on what to do with them. There might be some sort of something to go with the quarterly journal of ours. So, one thing though, sorry for the reach there, but we will have to look into what kind of thing to cover this with. And with me thinking spring, one might immediately think of this, or that would be nice in the terms that, you know, it will be plain, easy to use kind of thing. Or we could go with, let's see, kind of like this too. That might be kind of fun. And see, I have all kinds of fabrics that I need to use, of course. And I don't want to have it too, you know, like pattern-like, because there will be so many things added. And then we have this fun piece too. I wonder if I can use that. That would be really fun. But I will probably use it throughout the journal instead. This blue material. I'm not too sure. Hello, Steph. Welcome, welcome. We could go with something. No, I don't know. Are we into the green? We have a whole bunch of fabrics here too, but I'm not too sure. Like the yellow, that's not really too much of anything going on there. That to me screams April more than March. Or this, but that's kind of boring. Peachy fabric. You know, I would say we will go green. And let's see, we'll have to figure these out. put it in where it belongs, because otherwise I won't do that at all. That's just me. So, book, flower, bird, cup, and music. We have the flower petals, and then we have this one. I think it's a curtain of some sort. You like the green? Let's see how to use it. There's a whole, I don't even know. There is apparently this. Is this the right size? No, of course it's not. Is this the right size? There's a whole bunch of things, you know. It could be the right size. Yeah, we will go with that. Trying at least to go with that. And let's see. And yes, that will be kind of, you know, this is a little bit too big, but let's see if we can fold it the way, you know, I don't really mind. It's not really folded all into all bits and pieces, but because I can't really have it further down, which means this might be the only way to go with the fabric. So we'll go with those. And what I am going for is, let's see, here, there, you know, it will be kind of doable. So where did I put, did anybody see where I put the pen? I'm amazed by myself sometimes. I don't mind. We will go with the regular one. Let's look into the actual. Yeah, that will do. That will do. So I kind of feel that I want to glue a little bit, and just to be able to form whatever I'm trying for here. So here, that thing would say all the way through there will be cut on here, and down here there will be this line. And I won't really attach the thing properly, because I want to sew on certain things. At least that's what I'm kind of aiming for. So in that case, I kind of need this to be at least almost the size that it's meant to be in the end. And why am I taking this little pair of scissors, you might wonder? Just because I can't reach the other pair, the textile pair that I have literally just a couple of inches away. I have no clue why. That just happened. Like, oh my word. So, of course we need to use this somehow. Going here. And then I need to look into the sides a little bit more. Was this more, you know, efficient? I don't know. Let's see. This one, this is foldable, foldable. Yeah, that's just, you know, where it's meant to be. Yeah, it is. That is what I'm thinking, Steph. You know, there's a whole bunch of things that can be made out of these. And yet again, we create scraps, even though, I don't know, is that the way to go? So they will be, let's think, I would say two, yeah. So like that, it will be, this will be, this side of it will be the front cover. And I will kind of glue these small little bits just to be able to see. And I'm just going to use this type of glue, nothing fancy, just the tiniest bit of glue to be able to see how the whole thing kind of comes together. So there will be a bird. And there will be all kinds of things. So because there will be you know, these prompts throughout the whole month, I won't put everything on the cover, but most of it I would say. So there will be the beak. We have the legs for the bird. So these will be kind of sewn on here. Let's think about it for a little bit. Maybe I'll just, yeah, that will do. A little bit further up. And the other leg. So we have that one there. And it's you know, totally wonky. I don't really mind. That's even more fun, like that. And then we have the wing. Let's see how I want that one to be, just literally just like that. Am I going to kind of, no, I will just use it like that. So there will be this thing, and then we have a flower somewhere, and the petals, of course. We'll have to look into those. Yet again, one of those opportunities to use up what we have, or what I have in my stash, literally. Did I have a second little petal? I thought I have 4. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and there. So going every other with a flower, and then a little, what are we going for? Dark purple in the middle, maybe? This piece? And then, of course, we need some sort of stem. Or are we just going to embroider or like slow stitch a stem? In that case, I kind of feel, what about having it like that? And then there were 5 things. We've already done 2 of them. The middle part, yeah, we will go with creating a little circle and thinking, yeah, kind of something like that. And yet again, in this version of me screaming, take the small pair of scissors because it's easier, and that I will do. And with the circle, everybody knows it's definitely not going to be a circle in the end, but I'm trying. Somewhat of a circle this will be. So we have that one there, and this will be, I would say, slow stitch with black or dark brown or something to show properly. And we have some music, a book, a cup, and let's see, a book. How in the world are we going to incorporate a book on the cover, or are we? The cup might be easier because I do love some coffee or tea. The bird, is he drinking out of a cup maybe? Or are we just going to have a cup to symbolize my coffee cup that I have? Unfortunately, I don't have it here now, but let's do, are we going for one of those to-go cups or just a proper cup? And I don't know, like a proper cup, what is that really? Let's go with this. And going, of course, with the proper one just to try it out. I would go with one proper teacup. It won't really show too much though, or at least not here. Like I am going with this and the little ear. Some sort of cup. I'm totally with you on that, Steph. That's kind of what I was thinking. Let's see if we can go with some sort of plate or whatever. How do they? I'm now thinking, like, what on earth? Like, how am I even going to do this little plate situation of ours? And then, of course, because I don't really know the other prompts too well, I will just do it like that maybe for now. And yes, I'm thinking about just attaching it. Let's see, music. That will definitely just be embroidered. I'm not going to embroider anything. I'm going to slow stitch. So for that it will be, let's see, just a little thing down here for the flower, straight down here. The cup will be hopefully on something here in the end. Like I have no clue as of right now because I don't know the prompts. The beauty of creating while the thing is, ongoing, really. Um, so I am thinking, hopefully there will be something here that we can put in, and then slow stitch some little thing here, a warm cup of something in here, just to symbolize that it's something warm, and you decide if it's coffee or if it's tea. And then we have the birds sing, or the music. So let's see, where do we have the fold? The fold is over there. In that case, they will be just a little note. No, I would see 2 or 3 ones. I haven't really decided. He. And then of course, slow stitch an eye and all, sew this properly. Just doing it like this for now with a little cup. Let's see. Like that. And then I'm just going for a little tiny bit of glue on each petal, or just go with what I have really to be able to see. And I don't really want them to attach too much. That's why I'm just doing it with this type of glue. It doesn't really need to be 100% attached either, because I'm going to sew them on here. So now we have flower, bird, cup, music, and the book. What on earth? What are we going for? Book. Are we just going to call this whole thing a book, maybe? Because that's what we are creating. So I'm going to take that away. Those pieces, that one, and that little piece. So here we have the start of something. Those. And then these will go further up. Sorry for the reach, but it will be in front of me. And something like that. Maybe a closer look. I don't know. Can you see? Hopefully there will be something to go on here, further along the line of creating this cover. But this will, and I'm not too sure how I want it to be, but this will be March journal only, to go with these pages that we've talked about before. And with these there will be a whole bunch of color that I normally not really use at all. That's why I'm doing it, because I need to use up things that I've been having here for literally years. So that is definitely necessary. And what about these ones? Are we going for something with those? Let's see, I'll flip this around. I would say no, I will not. I will move this a little bit. Looking into this one. January, February, and March. And what can we do? Can we do some sort of tassel thingy or whatever with these? Not too sure. Or are we just going to attach them somewhere? What can we do? I was thinking about creating some sort of flower with these, you know, with like petals or something. Let's look into these, because these are pink and we have a lot of them, so that will be a flower of some sort. Let's see, what can we do with these? I'm literally really thinking outside the box here, but I kind of like that when creating sometimes, because who you know, would save these little bits? I am raising my hand into saving these little bits for something. I don't know why, I don't know for what, but I'm just going to save them into a journal like this, because that is what we do in this junk journal community, or that is what I do. I try to think outside the box as much as I can when creating things. So what about just putting a flower on here? Yeah, we will do that. Yet again, I knew I needed this one again. And yes, we need these type of things saved to be able to use whenever. Let's see if we have, yeah, that's a nice size of embroidery floss. Let's see if we have a needle too. We do have a needle. I'm going for a flower of some sort of flower though. And it's not going to look like one for starters, but it will be eventually. So I'm just literally folding. Let's see, in the middle here. Literally just folding bits and pieces of scrap fabric, or I don't even know. It is not really scrap fabric. It's literally things that would go in the bin for normal people, I would say. That's what it is. I am going to use them though. Let's see, twisting it the other way around. The beauty of it though, no one will never ever notice this. So soon, friends, this will be, oh no, that one wasn't, that was too short. We need more. We will use this little scrap bit. Folding it again. Maybe cut this down a little bit. Like that. Scrap bit again. The beauty of creating. And let's see, we need a thing up here. More bits. We need this to be thinner, so we will make it thinner. Two petals. Let's look into placing these ones there. And let's see, attach these ones, maybe just the tiniest bit more. Let's see, we'll just flip these around to make them more visible. So let's see, we have a little flower, or somewhat of a flower. Let's see, there. We can attach more petals. Maybe one here. Actually going to cut it to fit the sizes of the rest of them a little bit more. Who would have known? I wouldn't have. Let's see if we can fit one more in here. I feel it needs to be, or let's see, twist that around, fold that in, twist that around, and maybe so. You have a little flower here. Literally nothing. Who would have known? Hello, Carol. I am creating with this is, you know, these. Who would have known that I could do such thing? And creating in my little, I don't know what to call this. This is a quarter journal, January, February, and March. And I'm trying to create with scraps from this. This is the cover for my March journal, and I'm going to collage fabric pieces on throughout the whole month. So I have no clue about the end results. So let's see. We do need to attach this somewhere in the journal. Even though I would say in this case, with this journal, most of it is paper. I'm thinking now, because I have been, you know, inspired really by a whole bunch of people, there might be more and more fabric pieces in it. You know, there is a couple of tabs and things, but that doesn't really count, does it? And it is crazy, but to me it's really fun to use up, in this case, literally scrap bits and pieces. So that is what I'm using this for. See if I can just, I would just go straight into attaching this one like that. And then maybe, do we have a button of some sort or some bling of any, you know? Let's see. And I'm not expecting this to, you know, be a whole fancy kind of thing, because it's just paper and nothing really, but it's fun to be able to create. So let's flip that around a little bit. And those. And let's see, yet again, a couple of rounds. And there will be this flower of ours. That might be it for that one. Or am I going to attach another one? Some other, you know, in another place in the journal? So I'm going for another little stitch. And if it doesn't really hold too well, I will glue. That's, you know, but my aim is just to do up and down kind of thing here. Nothing fancy. I don't like that is, you know, that is me in a nutshell. I don't like that little piece of fabric is flipped upside, you know, I don't even know, like upside down, of course it is, but you know, it was a little bit of a thing. Let's see if we could just do like that, really. If that doesn't really hold too well, I will glue it on there. But we have it there, the little flower. And these, are we going to create a similar flower with these pieces? There are blue pieces, all of these. That might be kind of nice. 100-day stitch oh, wow, that sounds really fun, Carol. You know, I don't know. I wish in a way that I had way more time to slow stitch or stitch, but unfortunately I don't. So I'll have to take these little minutes of mine, that's what I kind of feel that I have, in creating with you live like this. Let's see, there are literally 3 of these, and then see if you can kind of overlap them somehow. 3 of these will create a kind of a nice petal type situation. And we will cut these down. Maybe even do this one. Let's see, shaping it up a little bit. That is what we will do. So, am I cheating? I would say I am in this case. Because I'm reshaping the sizes and things. but that is the way to go with the project. My aim for this particular journal is not to really create anything fancy, just literally leftovers from other things. So it will be a mishmash of everything in here. I've talked to my regular doctor more. Oh, wow. Hmm. You are getting stuff done. That is nice. It's always nice to be able to get stuff done. Let's see. Let's look into that. That might be a cute little flower. Going straight in the middle there if possible. It is almost up to the point when trying to get help. It's almost like you need to be well to be able to kind of, be, I don't even know. Like, you need to be well to be able to do all those kinds of phone calls and get to whatever thing you need to do, and then the only thing you need is actually help to feel better. And that is so annoying to me. Like, you just want to be well and have a lot of energy in just looking up different, contact different things in terms of doctors or arranging appointments or do whatever. So, no. Oh, thank you so much. Um, I would say scrap bits. To me, you can always create with scrap bits, but to be totally honest, one might put all of these, in the bin, literally. Yeah. It takes a lot of energy, Carol. I've been there, done that too many times. Literally, it's a whole mess, and I cannot for my life imagine how it would be for somebody living in the US with all the costs in that thing too. Like, we don't have, with however many, depending on the situation and your health, of course, but for some of us, health insurance and everything like that, it is expensive. It is. And that's not a thing that you really want to go through, but you need to in terms to get better. So it's a whole thing, really, and it's so sad. Let's see how. What are we aiming for with this one? Literally just again going straight up and down, trying to attach it. Is it not going the way that I would like it to be? We are going with glue. Let's see, just it could go all fancy with stitching and things, but not today. And I would in this case say I don't really have time, which is a pity in itself, but no, I want to do as much as possible together with all of you. You put some little scraps on a paper, masterboard, and make, oh, yeah, You know, I did that with this one. It was years ago, really, but I was inspired to create a little that was literally scrap bits and pieces. So this is an ATC type card. And I did have a little bit more time doing this. It might be a thing for the future, who knows? But I have this for inspiration because, you know, they're literally just a couple of pieces and some slow stitching. So it's there to remind me of what I will once was able to create. That's what it was. I know that I can create it again, but the biggest thing in slow stitching might have been the butterfly that I did last year. I don't know. To me, uh, I wish I was more into slow stitching during winter time, but most of it, you know, looking back into what I've done, I always tend to go with slow stitching during springtime. I don't know why, because to me it's cozy, just sitting under a blanket, and I would say for me that would be winter or autumn time, but somewhere along the line it's not. So these, can we create something with it? I know that we can, but what? I would say this will be like a filling for something. Are we going to attach something more? These things will represent January and February. All of these that we have put into this, but are we going with something on for March? And what in that case? Maybe a book. So that little flower there, and this one back here, where did it go? There, that way, that one there. Hardly visible really, but it's fun. So we have this, and let's see, we could go with, do we have anything? I'm thinking what will represent. Here in Sweden we don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day. We don't really do that at all, so that's not an option. Or, you know, we have a National Waffle Day. But can we create something to go with waffles for this? I'm not too sure. But let me think. This will be filling for something. Or just a little heart might be an option. That, let's look into that. You know, you could literally just go with 2 pieces of fabric and filling it in. Yeah, that would be. But yeah, I will save this. That's what I'm saying. I haven't just figured it out. And to be totally honest, I have these things too. I know together it will be kind of fun to create something. Even though there's a whole mishmash of threads and fabric pieces, and you know, yeah, we will create something with these or this. Let's see, do we want to have this one just like a knot. I kind of felt when looking into it. Let's see if we can do that, or just glue it on. Like I don't really like the thing to glue it, but you know. Let's see what we can do with this one. I I like eyelash trim, but I don't like that it's like literally all over. And I don't know, that kind of felt. I don't even know where to go with that, but so I feel like I want to have it a little bit more tidy. Thinking again, going back up here, maybe cutting away. Are we going to cut away a piece of eyelash trim? It might be an option actually underneath here, or just comb it in place. We'll just tie a little knot. Hopefully it will work. It did. And then slowly but surely just placing the little things underneath the so-called petals in order to create a thing going like that. I don't know why, I just felt like I needed to do it when I saw it. Going further down with these. The beauty of creating a little journal like this, or it's not really a journal per se, because I think I've written, so, you know, I wrote not really too much. These are just things that symbolizes, you know, like literally things throughout these months. So I haven't really written anything, maybe on or on one page or another. I don't know, have I? I need to literally look too. Have I? No, not on that. Oh, just like little bits and pieces like this. That one. It's written in Swedish, so here, yes. I've created, you know, pages like this to kind of go through my normal monthly journal and just write a little bit about the whole month kind of thing. Or at least I felt like I wanted to create a page like that. So slowly but surely it is going into being a nicer little journal. This will be the February page, and then there will be yeah, there will be some sort of page along the line of here maybe for March. Let's see, do we have anything? March. We'll just go with this little needle so I don't really harm myself while creating a video, because that is not the thing that I would like. Sorry for the reach there again. This will be March. I'm literally just going with, and I'm going to write this in Swedish. Does it look nice? I don't know. We'll have to fill it in. It's mash in Swedish. So if I find a nice sticker or something to go with this month, I will put it in. If not, I have it like this. Me being able to create, that is all it is. And that is also all that I want it to be, because, you know, work and things unfortunately take up a lot of time. It isn't like before that I have 100% of my time in my craft room. So I'm sometimes looking back and thinking that would be lovely. But it's not like that anymore. Let's see, March. Am I going 2025? Up here maybe. Just because I can. So that will be some sort of some text or something representing March or March. So back to this again. We haven't really looked into the book. For this month, my friend Create with Becca has a collage challenge. Super busy here. Will be kiddos and oh yeah. There will be a whole bunch of things happening. Now looking into the time, it's late night here for me, so I'm almost in bed already. It feels like, or at least that's what my mind tells me to be. So my friend Create with Becca has a collage challenge throughout March. I am going to collage with fabric, and I'm going to put some of the pieces on the cover of this journal and some of the pieces inside this journal, and I'm going to use fabric pieces. I am going to use paper. This is literally paper that I would never ever use in a journal. Why I have it in the first case, no, I have no clue. I have no clue why I have all of these papers. So it just screamed to me, you need to do something, and I'm going definitely out of my comfort zone just creating this journal, apart from, you know, this, because that is what I kind of like, but the end result I have no clue. So this will be so like, I wouldn't say attached to the cover yet, because there will be all kinds of things attached, you know, with the collage. I would save this to be able to be, I would say, some sewn on the cover, maybe. Haven't decided. Uh, but this will be the March cover, and I'm actually thinking, do I want March, the word March, to be a piece here? Or just leave it as it is? But the actual journal will be in here, and I don't know, is it 3/4 of an inch? Let's look into the, or is it half an inch? The spine, or is it an inch? I have no clue. Yes, it is an inch. It is, or almost an inch. So it will be a chunky little journal in the end, that's for sure. But this will be the cover. And yet again, I don't know why, these things need to be used up. That's why. And yeah, we will go with that. So this will be a little bit of a shorter video, maybe, or a shorter live than usual, but that's just life right now. Next time, there will be a whole bunch of new collage prompts. So if you are interested, go over to Create with Becca on her channel, and she has a whole bunch of information. Hello, Monica. Uh, oh yes, these will be sewn on, slow stitched, with the thread. So yeah, it's definitely not going to look like this at all. I just attach them to look into kind of how I want them to be, but they will be mostly like with some sort of embroidery floss, some color, maybe black, maybe brown, maybe some sort of, you know, darker blue. On some pieces darker, you know, I have no clue, but this will definitely be sewn like slow stitched, and there will be things slow stitched on the actual thing too. But for now, unfortunately, a little bit of a short of live today, and I will be back. As usual, I'll create my diorama. Let's see, I will show you. The diorama pieces kind of comes together in a way. I started the little, I don't even know, the cottage. So that's kind of where the whole thing is right now. There will be a whole bunch of leaves. There are some tiles. So the diorama I do once a week together with Create with Becca, and it will be one this week too. Usually we have it on Fridays. Uh, Friday morning Central to 10 a.m. Central Time. Haven't heard from Becca today, but yeah, I think it's Friday or Saturday. There will be a diorama live, that's for sure. So, notification bell here and notification bell over at Create with Becca, and there will be a little ding in your phone or on your computer when we are live to create next time. Thank you all so much for watching today, and have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye.